Ah, I like that hook a lot. That's gonna be stuck in my head.
You are now reacting to the rookie group IVE, which stands for I Have, meaning that the members are all ready to dazzle fans with everything they have.
You forgot an apostrophe.
Shut up.
When they were asked about what the meaning behind 11 is, the member Ray answered that just like how in soccer you have a best
Goalie.
IVE?
Field. Sports. Ball. The best ball.
You said IVE. What is the title of the song?
IVE.
11?
Yeah!
Wait, so what's an IVE?
No, it's not.
Similar to how Raffi's last brain cell was unable to remember the beginning of my script, my last brain cell lacks the ability to remember all my passwords, which is why I'm excited to announce that this video is sponsored by NordPass. Remembering passwords is tough. I mean, how am I supposed to memorize a dozen unique strings of 8 to 12 characters that include at least one number, symbol, and capital letter when my brain is already full of more important things? It is tempting to use the same password for everything or to save them in a browser, but that could leave me more vulnerable to cyber attacks. With NordPass, I don't have to worry about any of that. NordPass is a password manager that can generate strong passwords and safely store them for you, so you only need to remember one password instead of like 11. NordPass can also store and autofill your credit card information, making online shopping quicker and easier. Maybe I'll even be able to get those concert tickets before they sell out next time. So if you want a safer and more convenient online experience, head to this link here or use our code for a fantastic deal. And now back to explaining what a best 11 is to Raffi's last brain cell. There's a best 11, like the starting 11 players in it when it comes to soccer, meaning they're the best of the best. So they're also saying they want to show that they're the best of the best. That's why their title track is called 11. Mm-hmm. The lyrics of 11 sing about meeting someone who makes you feel 11 out of 10.
Can I take a women's multivitamin?
Yes?
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, just shove it in your mouth.
Oh, this tastes so much better than like men's multivitamins. The ones that I have taste like shit.
The song is composed by Peter Rycroft, Lauren Aquilina, and Ryan S. Jun.
3, 2, 1. Ooh. It's some Phrygian.
Yeah.
I love this syncopation. The percussion's super rad. Nice tones. Excuse me?
That's just a
Okay. Okay.
How often do we hear a RIP on tempo these days? Ah, I like that hook a lot. That's gonna be stuck in my head.
Oh, that's a nice timbre, sis.
The lead vocals are super far in front. The vocals are so isolated here.
I love how they only have one glove.
It's very Michael Jackson, you know?
I like the light bouncy rhythm. That's kind of my thing.
Whoa, that's cool. They be going snail mode for a minute. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How does she move so fast? How'd she just move her hip that fast? My hip would like crack
I would
and
dislocate
break.
everything.
Yeah. That's a rad melody.
Wait, was that was that Girls' Generation?
I think the percussion's really interesting.
Yeah, percussion is very prominent in this. Catch it! Catch it! No, we don't. That's fine.
No, she had a stand that broke it for her.
They kind of treat that RIT like differently each time it happens.
Ends with a major 3. They really like that.
Wow, I really like that song. I usually try to like be a little objective and just like talk about the musical things, but I just really, that one really clicked with me for some reason.
Sick.
Super cool.
I like it. I like the harmony. It's like, it's simple, but I just really love the major switching to minor tonality, and like that one, the line, the ending of the chorus, the like, you make me feel like 11, and it goes to the major third, but like a lot of the chorus is in the minor sound, and then it resolves to the major. I don't know. I thought that was sick.
They painted out a minor scale. And then I really like the contour of it. Just that little playfulness of you get some growth, but then it gets to stop. Last word, and you end on like a nice. It's a soft ending to me because the cadence doesn't end on like do. It ends on that me, and then they end the whole song on a me too. I really like the contour of the melody in this.
How the melody works with the syllables is really satisfying.
Right?
Like, you make me feel like 11. Like, it works exactly where you'd actually put that stress. And obviously that's the goal, but like, it was just perfectly done, I think, with that.
The harmony in the chorus is interesting. The bass is just going E, or E, C, and like A, B. So it's kind of like, and then. I don't think that's correct, but it's close
Something
enough.
similar to that.
Yeah, I think it was with the A and C, C and B. It would be the lowered 6th scale degree chord. Having it.
Taste.
What kind of feeling or vibe do you feel like those harmonies give this song?
Woo! These are definitely like heaven chords.
They're nice,
Like,
yeah.
They were singing about like heaven and like in a
They
room.
were? Oh, I
and
did
that's
not read
very,
any of the
like,
words. I forgot to read
Very
all the
like
words.
ethereal. It gave me Girls' Generation vibes. For some,
How so?
I think the
Genie, maybe?
yeah, Genie, a little bit of I Got a Boy because of the harmonies. Something about the reverb also. I was hearing dissonance, like even though there wasn't like a complete like melodic line.
I mean, the slowdown, that's the main focus for me, at least. The first time, it was great. It was just like brilliant. I thought it really worked as far as the bow and arrow analogy that they were doing in the dance. Also, the dancing was great too. I liked how they spun on the top of the building, like the timing of that, when one spun, the other one didn't. Like it was all very solid, and played with that sort of like forward and back motion.
I thought the second time it hit me the most. I think that slight knowledge that it was gonna happen, and then when it did, it felt a little more disorienting for some reason. But when it happened in the bridge,
the third time was not great.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
I think it's because it's slower.
It's slower, and it's the pickup up the scale.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It felt like it was trying to return to the tempo, but they just kind of fudged it a little.
I mean, you can only do that so much. I think it was just pushed a little too far, which I respect. They went to the boundary and they really went for it.
Yeah, that was the other thing I noticed. Like, something different happens at the tail end of that retardando to get us into the chorus. It's kind of cool. Like, it doesn't make it feel gimmicky or tired. See, like that build into the retardando, there were 2 beats getting us into the new tempo, where each of the previous times it was just 1 beat, I think.
I see.
And then, wait, I want to go back to the other ones.
Oh.
So yeah, there it was just 1. Let's see the other one.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then it's 8th notes going into that one. Isn't that fun?
Bouncy.
Well, the vibe that I get is something that's very mysterious, but in a way where it's kind of navigating you through what emotions it wants you to feel. Because the chorus clearly has a lot of positive valence. There's just a very like expressive and sprightly energy to it, in my opinion. I also think it's interesting that they did a slowdown right into the chorus, so maybe the effect of that is emotional. To me, it kind of allowed it more time to stabilize E major as a tonic. But I like songs like this because it makes me think and it sounds good. During that reaction, my face was probably in one thinking mode the entire time because I was just like, what the hell is going on? But no, that's honestly the vibe that I got, is it was kind of leading you along and it was in control of what emotions it wanted you to feel because it had control of whether it wanted to have the minor tonality show more or the major tonality show more.
I feel like the texture was probably the #1 thing for me. It's not like really like intense all the time or anything. It's just like easier to listen to, just like groove to. But it's not like it was boring or anything. It's just like good. I don't know how to describe it, but just like the texture was easy to listen to is what I would say, rather than like, oh, like this is like super interesting kind of thing.
I think it's just the idea that, you know, you don't need like a thick bass to make something rhythmically punchy. And yeah, I like it when there's a bit more treble in the percussion, and it also mixes well with the other instruments, I guess. Yeah.
It was all about the articulation.
It's a light,
for sure.
Light bop, you know. You can bop your head to it, but it's still light. I like that. I like that medium space. Makes me feel good.
That's their first song?
Nice.
Impressive. It just sounds really like refined and well produced, well executed. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have that like rookie feel to it. They just all seem that they like really know what they're doing. They look professional.
They made the record for fastest winning girl group. So like on their first or second stage or something, they won the show.
That's impressive. I mean, but like I kind of understand why, honestly. Like that was a very enjoyable song.
So why do you think this song spread so easily and so quickly?
Purple hat.
Because of the purple hat.
Need I say more?